We know that COVID mortalities are high amongst people who are older and those people who have comorbidities, although we've seen through the B16172 variant that that mortality profile is changing now. Three is to try to immunize as widely as possible. Now, we'll get later into the debate about this term herd immunity. I've stopped using that term. Some of the other leaders are still using the term herd immunity. I've advised the Prime Minister to be careful to use the term herd immunity, simply because my view as the coordinating minister looking at the data and the science is that this very well may be endemic, and we may see COVID in a less threatening form, but it will stay with us for quite some time. Now, Faisal, going forward, we've bought enough vaccines for 130% of our population. Yeah, so that means we have a buffer stock. We have a buffer stock that can essentially give boosters, perhaps to those who got vaccinated very early. But going forward, if the mutation continues to be aggressive and stubborn, and this ends up becoming endemic, then we have to have a strategy, much like we have flu shots in countries which administer flu shots. That's where the government has to sit down and decide on a procurement strategy. We cannot probably afford to do this a second time around. We spent about 3.5 billion ringgit on our vaccine procurement alone. That doesn't include the program itself of administering the vaccines. That's probably another 1.5 billion ringgit. So we'll have to probably look at subsidizing or providing it for free for B40, for M40, and also look at private orders for people who can afford it and open it up to the private sector. I suspect that vaccine prices will also drop as we see many, many more vaccines come into the market. We're just talking about a handful of vaccines that have been approved right now, but there are many, many more in development. And I think that this will cause the price of the vaccines to drop significantly. And I think when that happens, then the private sector can buy it, the private hospitals can buy it, state governments can buy it, and it's just a version of paracetamol, essentially.